Lesson 3, least common multiple. So least common multiple is the lowest multiple, so something that you multiply to get, between two numbers. So the difference between factoring and multiplying is factoring is the numbers that make up a number, so it's smaller than that number. And multiples are things that are bigger than the number. They go beyond. So 4 is a multiple of 2. So the first way you can do this is to write out a list of multiples and see when they match. So we're going to do 18 and 20. So if you take 18 and add 18 more, you get 36. Add 18 more, you get 54. Add 18 more, you get 72. And you keep going by adding 18. 126 plus 18 is 144. Plus 18 is 162, plus 18 is 180. You keep going like that, and you just keep testing until you have numbers that match. So now we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. So the first number that matches between 20 and 18 is 180, so the lowest common multiple is 180. The other way that you can do this is by prime factorization. So we're going to find the prime factorization of the following numbers. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So 9 is equal to 3 times 3. Now when you do least common multiple, you want to put it into exponent form, so 3 squared. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. So 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. So it's 2 squared times 3. Now when you find your least common multiple, you have to have one of every prime number. So we have a 2 and we have a 3 in these numbers. Then you have to pick which prime has the highest exponent. So this 2 squared is the 2 with the highest exponent. It's the only 2, so it has to be 2 squared. Now we have a 3 and a 3 squared. So because 3 squared is our highest exponent, we need to use 3 squared. So LCM is equal to 2 squared times 3 squared, which is 4 times 9, and 4 times 9 is 36. So the first time that 9 and 12 will match will be at 36. For the next example, we have 28, 42, and 63. So using your calculator, I want you to find the prime factorization of 28, 42, and 63. So pause the video and find those prime factorizations. Okay, so when you're done, you should get 28 equals 2 times 2 times 7. 42 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And I meant to say 42. And 63 is equal to 3 times 3 times 7. And in exponent form, we have 2 squared times 7, 2 to the power of 4 times 3, and 3 squared times 7. Now we want to find the LCM. So the numbers that we're using are 2, 3, and 7. Now we have to find the biggest exponent. So 2 to the 4 is the biggest 2. The biggest 3 is 3 squared. And 7 only has an exponent of 1, so we just do 7 to the 1, or 7. So we're going to multiply all of these numbers together, and you get 1008. So 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 2 times 7 is 1008, and that's the LCM. For 14 and 16, the prime factorization of 14 is 2 times 7, and 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So this is the same as 2 times 7, doesn't change. This is 2 to the power of 4. So the LCM has to have a 2 and a 7. The biggest 2 is 2 to the power of 4, and the biggest 7 is 7 to the power of 1. So 2 to the power of 4 times 7 is 112, so the least common multiple is 120. is 112. The last example is a word problem, and the things that you're looking for are if you're multiplying, if you're repeating a pattern further, if you're getting bigger, or if it's something that's reoccurring. So you're building a fence that uses two types of bricks. One brick is 9 centimeters and is used for the wall of the fence. The other brick is 15 centimeters and it's the cap of the fence. How long must you make the fence so that both bricks line up? So what we're doing is we're repeating the pattern further. So this is an LCM question, and it would be good to write down the reason why. So we're going to find the least common multiple. So 9 is equal to 3 times 3, which is 3 squared. 15 is equal to 3 times 5. Our LCM has to have a 3 and a 5. Our biggest 3 is 3 squared, and our biggest 5 is 5 to the power of 1. So 3 squared is 9, times 5 is 45. So the fence has to be 45 centimeters long for the bricks to match up. And that's it. So if you're imagining that, you would have a brick, and these are 9s. And then the caps on top go 15 and 15. So they don't quite line up, but if you keep going 45 centimeters, they will.